Well, there's something like 10 million people or something like that may be facing eviction now that the eviction moratorium is over beginning of this month. But the CDC just came out, the Center for Disease Control, and they think they have the right to stop evictions until October 3rd. So now you may be covered October 3rd. But, of course, you see the news and everybody, oh, you can't do that. That's illegal. Well, whatever happens, they have to go through the courts and figure that out. So you have time to wait. And actually, the eviction only represents about 90% of the people. So it's not everywhere. And I think that's their legal loophole. But whatever that turns out to be, you and I can't guess out of that. What you have to do is relieve that pressure you have if you're worried about that. And that's the important thing, because that makes you sick inside, carrying it around with all that worry and anxiety. So here's things you do. First of all, you get free legal help to know what is going on. Okay, here, if you go to justshelter.org, okay, now they've set up people all around the country that give you free legal help about the laws in your state. So you may already have other laws beside the CDC where you live that they can't evict you for another month, 2, 3, 4 months or whatever. So states and local jurisdictions have been creating their own laws. So you may be protected about that too. But also to know your options. If you're sitting there worrying about, oh, am I going to be evicted Tuesday or what? I mean, they'll explain the system, what happens and how much time you have and other sources in your area that have money to help you. And things. So this is a great place to get, because otherwise you go Googling for legal help on eviction, you're going to get sharks are going to get money from you. Yeah. And these people already got paid. They don't have to worry about getting money. They're nonprofits, or they got their money. And so all they're there to help you. Now, what you have to do too is realize we got so much grant money for rent that is not being used. Look at here. I just put rent grants and foreclosure. Millions in assistance still available as eviction moratorium sets in. See, this is in Florida. So they got millions of money to give out to people, and people aren't applying. Some say because the application is called shit, no matter how complicated it is, you're going to be out in the street. You're going to learn. Okay, Chicago, same thing. They have lots of money. Texas, lots of money for rent. All these things. Michigan have millions of money. Detroit has millions. There's $46 billion in emergency rent assistance is available, but very little appears to have made it to people. So what the hell is it sitting there for? I don't know. You don't know. It doesn't matter. You just got to go get your ass out there and start applying to this stuff and start finding out where it is. Okay, where do you find it? Okay, here's a place. Here's a NLIHC.org. Okay, this is a housing nonprofit organization that has a state-by-state listing. See, this emergency money is called the Treasury Emergency Rental Assistance Program. That's what you're looking for. And they have a state-by-state, every county, where to apply in every county, when you need money. And it's all right there. You start there. Now, it may or may not help you there. Okay, if it doesn't, you call that elected official. These are the people that start this stuff. So if it's all screwed up, you got to complain to them. They're the ones that make the decision, not the poor bureaucrat in your county government. It's your elected official. You come on. Hey, the application's too complicated. I need help. Okay, hey, where the hell is this thing if there's so much money on it? That's it. But be nice. Don't talk like me. Be nice. I'm just trying to get your attention. That's why I'm crazy. But it's important. I think all this stuff is so important to your life, and that help. We live in a city or a country or a county or whatever the hell you are, that has all this help. The fat cats figure this out. Because these rental programs can go up to $100,000 an hour or $200,000, and people probably don't even need the damn thing. They'll figure it out. Now, what we have to do is get the rest of the population to realize it's going to take a little bit of work, and there's going to be stumbles, and you don't stop. If you're stopping, then your life stops, and you get in trouble. So you got to have that perseverance And even though it's good, bad, or whatever the heck it is, you got to hang in there and find it. And if one thing doesn't work, you have to go somewhere else, for rental assistance. Why do we have $46 billion of rental assistance waiting to be given out and 11 million people waiting to be foreclosed on? So, number one, get the legal help so you know officially where you stand and where to go for help and things, and how long a period it takes in your in your city and county, before you really land up on the street. Because the fear is usually worse than the reality. So, get the reality. What's your options? And you do that by getting free legal help. Now, find the money. The money is in these programs. The main one that is in every city, state, and county is that emergency rental assistance program. It comes from the Treasury. They give local money. And there's also other local programs. So you have to do some research there. And if you're a member of Lesko Help, we'll give you all the list, the checklist to call. If you don't, then just start with 211 or findhelp.org or your elected official. You got 20 elected officials. You just go down that list and call them. And the key to all this is not yelling at people like I do. It's being nice. They get the same paycheck whether they help you or not. So be nice and be lovable so they can help you. People want to help people who are nice. They don't want to help assholes like me. Yeah. So that's the key to this. So let me know if I could help. Okay? It's out there. Well, I got two websites that help people find money and help they want to get out of financial trouble or to do the things they always want to do in life: buy a house, start a business, get an education, get out of debt, things like that. And I concentrate for 40 years now, or more probably, on finding free sources of money. These are government grants or nonprofit organizations. So I have two services that help people do this. One is called LeskoHelp.com. And this is a closed Facebook group, where we help each other. And I do the research. When you ask a question, you can ask me a personal question, and you start a discussion that you need. Tell me what you need money for, and I do my research to find you the best possible sources of government programs or nonprofit organizations that will help you solve that financial problem. So that's $20 or $19.95 a month. But if you don't want to join anything, and there's a lot of people like that, I understand. I have another service for only $5.95, and this is where you could download a report of all the sources of money and help in your state for your problem. So if you have a financial problem, paying bills or debt and things like that, for $5.95, you download a report of the name, address, phone number, and video instructions of how to contact these people and how to apply for their money to solve your financial problem with debt or credit card, things like that. Then there's another report for every state on starting a business, a nonprofit, or invention, or working on your crazy idea. And then also how to get a higher paying job. This is job training money, education money, college money, things like that. And what they remember, they're just places in your state. That's where the action is. Okay, then there's for healthcare, dental care, prescription drugs, and even pet care. And then there's free consultants in every state, mentoring, consulting, research, legal advice, things like that. And then real estate, you want to buy a house, rent a house, you got to pay your bills for mortgage and rent, things like that. And then about a dozen or 24 places in your state that give you free legal help. So all those reports are available on LeskoReports.com. So that's two places. Maybe I can help you there. If not, just watch the videos on YouTube, and that gives you links to go get it yourself. The biggest problem is you have to know it's there. That's what I do, and I've been doing it for 50 years, and I hope I have about 15 more.